So you've booted up Windblown and you notice that there's a lot of stuff that you need to unlock as you progress through the game. Similar to other roguelites, this is a game that you'll get currency and you spend that currency in the main hub to unlock either a meta upgrade using cogwheels. Those are the pinkish purplish icons that you see. You'll also be coming across blueprints, and the blueprints are unlocked with your other currencies. Probably the most common one you'll be finding is dust, and there are a lot of blueprints to get using dust. I'm gonna tell you which ones I think are the priority to unlock ASAP. That way you can have more enjoyment of the game using things that you needed sooner rather than later. I'm Veedotme. I post a lot of videos about roguelike games. If that's something you're into, be sure to subscribe to this channel. We're gonna be posting a lot of stuff for Windblown and a lot of other roguelikes too. Either way, let's go ahead and get started with the cogwheels. You get cogs from killing elite monsters and opening chests, and of course beating the game. The way how the cogs work is that you have to unlock a certain amount to see the next available options. So as I mentioned, different priorities, grab those so that you can unlock the next tier of stuff. The first use of the cogs is going towards health flask. The health flasks have up to 4 charges to them. Depending on how you play the game, you will have to unlock the first one first, and then I would say to prioritize getting the second one. The other thing you can unlock very quickly is Macaba's bark. This one is actually cosmetic. What it allows you to do is change your skin between all the different animals that are currently available and then whatever else the devs plan to add later. Of course, this has no impact on your gameplay. Every animal actually does the same things. Eventually we'll get skins, and my hope is that we'll have different kinds of emotes for each animal. Next up, we have starting weapon. This one's very nice to pick up because you happen to have only the one fish sword, and that thing will show up every time you start up a new run. So it's good to have this variety in the game, that way you don't get bored too quickly. There's also starting trinket. You won't really have a lot of trinkets to start off until we get to the blueprint section. This is another thing to not only help you get more enjoyment from the game, but also you'll go further because you simply have more equipment to work with. As you get a little further in the game, you'll see variant bait. This one sounds a little bit counterproductive, attracts variants that may appear in your expeditions. Killing them provides additional loot. What these are essentially elite enemies with a special modifier tied to them. I actually find these to be incredibly fun and add some pretty good challenge to the game, but it gives you more stuff, which helps you actually clear the game a lot more easily. Keep in mind, once you start using crystallize, most of the monsters that are a variant is an elite that can be crystallized, and that also gives you additional currency to unlock more stuff. If crystallize is an option, you should be doing it as much as possible. And then the final ASAP upgrade using cogwheels are updrafts. One thing that you're gonna realize is that Windblown is actually full of secret areas, and updrafts allow you access to more secret areas. Not only is this giving you more gear, but it's also giving you more currency, because sometimes the end of it will have either dust or cogs. There's plenty of other stuff in here that goes like further into the game, especially once you start to beat it. Recycling gives you more shells throughout your run. Gift slots are also incredibly important, and that allows you to make busted builds because you get access to more gifts. Starting source gives you a gift in the beginning of the run, and then challenges will start to appear. Things like kill all the monsters without taking damage, or kill them within a set period of time, and your reward for that could be a stat boost, could be a weapon, or it could be a gift. All in all, very, very good stuff to pick up. Just make sure you get the priority ones I mentioned earlier first. Now after that, we have blueprint unlocks. You'll unlock blueprints once you rescue this robot that's in a very, very early section of your gameplay. And there are a lot, and I mean a lot of blueprints. A lot of these will come from monster drops. There are a couple that are standing still that you'll actually find in a run. But let's go ahead and go over the ones that are probably the most impactful for you. So first off, any weapons that show up, if it's something that you're interested in, go ahead and unlock it. Getting access to weapons does lead to more types of gameplay, and I think that's very important. However, when it comes to the trinkets I actually think of differently. You should prioritize Goo Bomb and Frost Nova, because those will begin to unlock other kinds of gifts that you'll see as you play through the game. There are a crap ton, like a metric crap ton of gifts for you to unlock. There's a few here that I prioritize because it does add more gameplay and more build making. One of which does neither of that, but helps you unlock more stuff, and that's abundance. You get 20% more cogs when you loot. Pretty self-explanatory. If I see this, I will usually take it every single time. As you begin to unlock the blueprints for gifts, what you're looking for are new mechanics that you haven't seen yet. For example, there will be goo, scythes, brutality, and critical hit stuff. A lot of these actually expand into other gifts. You can see a good list of those under the unlocked option. As you get a little bit better at the game, you'll be unlocking these more often. I'll say on average, I get back to town with maybe around 10 to 12 dust. So I can get 2 5 costs or like 1 8, maybe 1.5. The better you get at the game, the more unlocks you can do. So I would say to prioritize getting things that are low cost, but also unlock a new mechanic. Freeze, double alter attack, scythe, curse, echo, bleed, hit blast, and mark. All very, very fun effects. So that would be my unlock priority. Of course, there's a lot more in the game now that I don't even have yet, so we'll be exploring those together. If you want to see more Windblown, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. That way you can get notified whenever new Windblown content goes up and all the other roguelikes I play. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed this video and got some good information from it, and I'll see you on the next one.